Hey everyone! So in this video I want to demonstrate to you how to draw a simple cartoon character. So let's just begin. I start by drawing a head. Just draw a circle to represent the character's head, like so. It will be a rough draft which we will clean up later, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a general simple circle, like so. Then I want to draw the line of action, which will be like a gesture of the figure. Sometimes it's called gesture, sometimes it's called the line of action, which is just the general direction of the character's figure. Oh wait, before that we want to figure out how tall he will be. So generally I draw the characters about 3 heads tall or about 2.5 heads tall. So let's say somewhere around here there will be his feet. So this is his height. And while we are at it, let's draw the vertical line to understand the center of gravity over here. So this is about where the center of the figure will be. Maybe a little bit forward, like so. So anyway, now that we draw the gesture of the figure, the head will be tilted a little bit like so, and then the body will be tilted in the opposite direction. Just a simple S-curve, like this. So this is the general direction of the figure. Note that these are not the lines that represent the edges of the character, this is just the general flow. So it doesn't have to be accurate or anything. And we want to draw 2 lines to indicate the central line of the face. This is where the eyes will be, and this is the direction where he's pointing towards. Like so. Excellent. Next up, let's set some proportions. One line a little bit below the head for the shoulders, like so, and the line between the shoulders and the floor for the hips. Well, the middle will be about here, and the line for the hips will be a little bit higher than the middle between this and this. It's more appealing when the legs are a little bit higher, a little bit longer than the torso and the head. So about this, and we also want to make sure that we tilt the hips and the shoulders in the opposite direction. So the hips will be tilted like so, like for example if he's standing on this leg and this leg is just resting, and then the shoulders are tilted in the opposite direction like that. So there you go, these are our basic proportions, and let's also draw a couple of lines to indicate the direction of the feet, like so. Just a simple triangle. And another foot will be something like this, pointing towards the camera. And finally we want to draw the arms, which will be just hanging from the shoulders. 2 lines. One line will be like this, and the other will be on this side, like that. Or maybe he will be pointing to something or doing something, like maybe he could hold a gun or whatever. Well, let's keep it simple, let's do the simple line to just do a simple heroic pose. Just another arm hanging over here. So this is our rough sketch. Now I select eraser with the opacity of 80, basically almost transparent, and I erase the basic sketch and make it a little bit cleaner now. So, first of all, a little bit cleaner circle for the head, like so. Again indicating the central line of the face. The eyes, well, let's keep it like this. And maybe a smile. Oh, you know what, I will draw the facial features later. Let's first figure out the body. First of all, there will be chest over here, represented by a circle. I sometimes draw it, sometimes I don't, just to make sure that I understand the volume of the character. So after we have a rough sketch, we draw a structure of the guy. So this is our chest. Hips I usually represent by this shape, like a circle in perspective, and like this kind of shape, like a diaper. So legs are here and here. So this is the belt, and this is just a simple triangle. It's really simple and easy way to represent the hips, and that's all that's necessary here. So let's draw it. So these are his hips. So this will be his torso. Just a couple of lines connecting chest and hips. And torso goes straight into the leg. And this is the leg that he is standing on. So the main weight is distributed onto this leg. So it will be closer to the center of gravity than this one. So all of the weight of the character is rested on this leg. And the other leg is just relaxed. Just set to the side like so. Now again we draw shoulders. If you want, you can draw shoulders like this. You can draw a couple of circles to better understand the volume, but I usually don't, because this is a cartoon character and I can pretty much see very easily the volume of shoulders. It's easier and more elegant to just draw one line over here and the line for the head, for the arm, like so, upper arm, lower arm, and then the rest of the arm is just a line that the second line that is simply connected to the torso. So you don't have to structure the shoulder, it already looks fine if you just draw a line that's connected to the torso, like so. And then let's draw the upper arm on the other side, the lower arm on the other side. Another good principle of drawing is that if on one side of the limb you have straight lines and angular lines, you want the other side to be curved. So it's like straight curves versus S curves. Straight lines versus S curves. This is appealing and like it looks nice. So this is the second arm, and let's draw fists again, just a little bit cleaner. So fists are basically, this will be our thumb, and here are the rest of the fingers, like so. Nothing too complicated. And the same thing here. Thumb and fingers. And fist. So that's that, and arms through feet are pretty easy to draw, just I usually structure them like this. So this is the bottom of the foot, and then at the top there's a little bit of volume like so. So basically a foot looks like this. Maybe I will change my mind and in the future draw them differently, but now I like that because it's very simple and quick to draw. With a couple of triangles or rectangles you can draw a nice looking foot. So there you go, foot number 1 and foot number 2, just pointing towards the camera. And a little bit of height for it. So there you go, and finally we need to draw neck. Just connecting head and torso. And a little bit of a circle over here, where the neck blends into the chest. Like so. Okay, excellent. So this is the basic structure of our cartoon character. We can flip mirror image horizontally, like so, and it allows us to easier see mistakes that we have made. Maybe a little bit. I think I want to push this pose further, like so. So this side of him will be pushed forward, more like this. and this leg will be more like so, and the neck should be tilted forward and not like I have done. So you want this kind of a direction here. So this and this, and then there is this arm, and I probably want him to look more straight forward and not upwards. Maybe like this. Okay, so it's time to erase the more clean draft again, and now we can, you know what, instead of erasing it I will draw the face details a little bit, and then I will be able to just draw the clean outline. So face is drawn really simply. Like once we have the center line for the eyes, we can draw a couple of eyebrows, like so, just a couple of lines, and then a couple of circles, and the eyebrows immediately represent the emotions, so you can make them angry or happy or surprised or whatever. And underneath the eyebrows you can draw 2 circles to represent eyes. Keep in mind the central line of the face to draw them properly. Then you can draw the mouth like so. Again, just a simple line, like you would draw in any simple cartoonish face, but in perspective, and the direction in which his eyes are pointing. Maybe it will be like this, and you can just experiment and see which direction you like them to point. Let's say he looks straight forward, like so. And sometimes you may want to draw the upper eyelids like this, or the lower eyelids like this. Again, very, very simple. I like the cocky look that he has with the upper eyelids, and the lower eyelids will not be here. Okay, his next thing is that we want to draw an ear, and it will be like there's the central line of the face, and ear will be right in between of the. Basically, it will be on the level of the eyes, or between the eyes or the mouth. So it is a simple circle, like so, and then you draw one line like this and another one like this. So basically ear, so this is the head, and the ear looks like one line, second line, third line, and this creates a simple cartoonish ear. And you can shape it however you want, and it will be just fine. And finally, we want to draw hair. I usually start by drawing where the hair connects to the ear, like a little bit of a rectangle. Then I draw the line. I try to do the minimal amount of threads possible, so that it will be easier to animate, or just to keep drawing the same. So this will be one line for the hair, the other line like so. So that's kind of like this. Let me redraw them better a little bit. One line, the other one is pointing outwards like so, maybe a bit lower. You can just copy that. This is the minimal amount of lines that I could figure out to draw hair with. So this seems alright. So there you go, this is our draft. And we can also make the bottom of the face a little bit better by drawing a cheekbone, like so. The cheek over here. And the chin. So there you go. Now we can make this layer more opaque. Accidentally drew in the color layer instead of the draft, anyways. And then I can draw outline and select a different brush, like so, and just zoom in and can draw cleaner outline. This is a pretty simple and straightforward process. You're just trying to think about clean lines and draw them accurately. There's pretty much nothing to say at this point, just cleaning up the drawing. Trying to be neat and careful. Some of the lines you may want to make more curved, some of them will be straighter. Just use your judgment and think about what looks better. I usually don't draw notice on the characters because who cares? Looks decent already. So now we can draw the neck. The shoulders. The shirt that goes right into the leg in one line. See, this one line will be curved, so this one will be mostly straight, like so. Maybe not. Probably like this. The belt. One line to just indicate the crotch area. And the other leg goes like this. I want to make them a little bit thinner. They were looking too fat. The short. Feet. Again, just thinking about what I can improve or fix, and just trying to make it more or less clean and nice. Now the arm. Two straight lines for the thumb. Let's clean it up a little. and then the other arm. I will draw it in one line like so. Make sure not to make it too small. And the thumb will be here. Is this too small? Let's see. Mirroring image horizontally to make it easier to see my mistakes. Okay, so I will make jaw less pronounced. I don't like how hair looks. I want to change it a little bit, I think. Maybe that's a little bit better. Not to make them too flat. So there you go, that's the cartoon character. I can mirror him horizontally, like so. Now I can hide the draft layer, which I accidentally named color. So I will just hide the draft layer. And now if I want to add a little bit of shadow, I can do that. Simply add one more layer below the outline. And I'll already have several pre-selected colors. I can select a bigger brush and just draw a simple shadow. Over here. Over here, and the pants will be dark. Just adding the dark color to the pants. Shirt will be, I will not add any color to the shirt. And let's just add shadow over here to indicate a little bit more of a shape. And over here as well. Don't forget the neck, and the head is casting shadow on the neck, so the top of the neck is dark, and the neck is casting shadow on the body, so this is also dark. And the neck itself is like a cylinder. Imagining head like a sphere, so just a little bit of shadow here. Nothing too complicated. And maybe hair will be a little bit of a darker color, like so. Maybe this color. Oh, there you go. And just coloring the hair very quickly and easily. So just finishing coloring the hair. You can add a little bit of a darker shadow to the hair if you want, but you don't have to. And there you go, this is my simple method of drawing cartoon characters. this guy looks pretty nice, I think. Hide the background. You could add shadow under him if you want, or whatever. And the beautiful thing about this method is that it makes it very easy to draw characters fast and in many different poses and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope this tutorial was useful to you, and I'll see you in my future videos.